Hello, this is Coach Yolanda. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I want to talk about some enemies to effective communication. There are some things that prevent us from having effective communication. I want to talk about it. So, basically, to have effective communication, you need to talk, listen, and understand. Well, there are some things that prevent that from happening. Number one, you can talk at the wrong time. You can have something wonderful to say, but if you're saying it at the wrong time, it's not going to get across to the person you want to listen to you. Number two, body language. If the person that's listening is giving off signals that they don't care what you're talking about, or they're not concerned, they're not making eye contact, they're looking at their phone, they're watching television while you're pouring out your heart, the person that's speaking is going to feel offended, and that's going to have a breakdown in effective communication. Also, being sarcastic or rude, ridiculing, what we call janking, all of that stuff that you think is funny, but it's really hurting the other person's feelings. Yeah, that right there, that's going to cause a breakdown in effective communication. Because once you start talking about the person you're talking to, they're not listening. Number four, talk about, number four is like not understanding what it said. Like if I'm having a conversation with you and I say, did you understand what I said? But you're not able to repeat what I said, there's a breakdown in understanding. So either I wasn't clear or you weren't listening, or maybe number five, filters. We got filters going on. Number five is filters. A filter is a past experience that clouds, that puts up a wall and keeps me from effectively hearing what you really said. Like, for example, if you say, Minister Yo, I do not like that red dress. Minister Yo has a history of being ridiculed as being a fat child. So you might be saying red's not my color, but because I have that filter of rejection, sometimes what I hear is I'm fat. You don't like me. I personalize it. That's not what you said. That's why it's always good to have the person you're speaking to repeat what you said, because they could be hearing from you through a filter. And the filter is a negative past experience that stops the person from hearing what you really said, and they hear what they thought you meant. It's just a misunderstanding, and it happens so much. Check out number six, ladies, crying. Sometimes, ladies, we can get so emotional that when we're trying to tell the opposite sex, trying to tell our boo what's going on, what's in our heart, we're so frustrated by the time we talk about it that we cry, and they don't understand what you're saying. And men see tears and they shut down. They don't know how to handle tears. They're not wired like us. For us, tears means it's a problem, I'm emotional, I'm frustrated, and I need your help to fix it. But for a man, tears is like, I can't fix tears. I can't make your eyes stop dripping water. So men are fixers, they like to fix it. And so try not to have a serious conversation when you're very emotional and you can't say it without crying. Take the time to get your emotions under control and then have a serious conversation, or write it down, write him a letter and leave it where he can find it or hand it to him. And that way you can talk about serious things that you can't maybe get out without the waterworks. Okay, number seven, selfishness. Selfishness is the person who says, I'm an introvert, I don't really talk, and so talking is your thing, not my thing, honey. Mm, uh, I think that's a cop out because I have seen the most quiet person come alive when it's a topic that they're interested in. Well, if your boo want to have a conversation, what they're talking about is interesting to them, and since you love them or care about them, what's important to them should be important to you. But if you're walking in selfishness and you only care about what you care about, that's going to be a breakdown in communication. Not just communication, though, in the relationship as a whole. So, 7 things that will cause a breakdown in relationship. You don't want to have these 7 things going on in your relationship. It's going to break down your communication. And once you're not talking, it's pretty soon somebody's going to be walking, and that's not what you want. So take heed, check your life, see if any of this is going on. These are easy fixes. If you want to reach out and have a discussion, if you want to talk one on one, you can contact me at contact@yolandabuffet.com. We can set up a coaching session for you. I can walk you through some things that will help you have effective communication in your relationships. I appreciate your time. Until next time, go in God.